Hello there, patrons of Patreon. You are listening to a very special podcast episode. It's not Pop Culture Pete, but it is with Pete. This is a Q&A with the Duke that you've wanted, apparently. So here we are.
Did anyone want it, really?
I don't know. John Thorne came up with the idea. My name is Steve Guy, your moderator of sorts of the AIW podcast. The car is going to change, and we're obviously here with the Duke, who you've heard. All right, so Duke, we've got
Patreon.
We have questions.
They get the uncut.
Oh, okay.
The BTS. We got some BTS here.
So, Duke, we have questions that were submitted via Patreon, via Twitter, and Facebook.
Working all the media today.
Yeah, some of this is shoot, some of this is work, and a little bit of a blending things,
all over the map,
blurring the lines here.
All right.
So we start out with this question on Twitter from the Brickster.
What?
Brick wants to know: did your name originate from your favorite wrestler, Duke the Dumpster Droese?
No, it did not. My name originated from the fact that it's my actual name. So,
Well, it's not on your birth certificate.
well, it's not my legal name, no, but I've been called Duke since before I was born. My mother and father said, if we have a son, we'll name him what my name is, the fourth, and we'll call him Duke because it was easier to call
your
me
name
something.
is Pete.
Yeah,
Pete the Fourth.
we got a podcast with your name on it. What do you mean?
Well, I'm not the whole name. I didn't give away the whole name. Not that it's
right.
a secret, but so it's Peter the Fourth. It's easier to call me something else, so they said we'll call him Duke because when I was born, my great grandfather had died a while ago, but my grandfather's still alive. He was Pete. My dad was Butch. That was his nickname, and so then I was Duke.
But his name was really Pete, your dad.
Yes.
But they called him Butch.
Yes.
So your family's really big on nicknames.
Well, it's better to go, hey, Pete, and three heads go, huh? So, I mean, back in the day, it was a little easier. Now I'm the only one left, so I suppose I could switch back if I wanted to, but I don't want to.
Should we alternate? I'll hit some of these Patreon ones then.
Yeah, go for it.
All right. This one is from Jeff Berger on Patreon.
I don't know who that is.
I know Duke is a huge hip-hop fan. What rappers would he put on his hip-hop Mount Rushmore?
God.
Great question.
Great question.
That is a great question. Rapper, okay, I'm gonna qualify that slightly by saying I might say a group.
Okay. That's fine.
That counts as one.
Yeah, that counts as one spot on Mount Rushmore.
Right. Okay, so Digital Underground for sure goes on Mount Rushmore. They're my favorite group of all time.
Shock G.
Shock G, absolutely.
The one that put the sand
Shock
on
G
your
and-
panties.
Shock G and Money B are the two best. That's the best group I've ever heard. Secondly, it's put me on the spot here, so I'd have to say.
Was he wearing the Humpty on the Rushmore?
Rushmore, does he got the Humpty nose on?
Maybe in the back.
Cool.
Maybe in the back.
That works.
So also, I would say, oh man, this is tough. I might go. Oh man,
Wow.
this is hard. This is a hard one.
Stumped him already. Second question out of the gate, and he's stumped.
I might go Run DMC.
Okay.
Another group spot. Curtis Blow. I'm sorry. Take Curtis Blow off. Put LL Cool J on because his expansive career would deserve that he be on there. And then
What's he on? CSI?
Yeah,
CIS?
NCIS. Yeah, and fourth, I would go with.
Halloween H2O?
I'd probably go with Eminem fourth, just because he's so fucking
really?
good. Just because he's so goddamn good. Yeah.
Wow.
I didn't think you'd go that modern.
Yeah, because he's so fucking good.
Well, Duke is like pre,
I'm late mid late 80s and stuff.
Yeah, I thought you were going to stick to that.
I mean, it could have been Houdini, it could have been Curtis Blow, it could have been the Fat Boys, but I would go with.
Do you listen to Eminem?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that.
I didn't expect. I mean, we're learning.
I didn't expect
Yeah.
that.
I didn't
Yeah.
expect it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Favorite Eminem song from Josh Bishop.
Oh fuck, I don't even know the name of it. What's the one that we used to listen to all the time? Shit, I can't think of the fucking name of it.
Guilty Conscience?
No.
Rap God?
No.
Like a first album one?
No, it's
Lose
not Lose
Yourself.
Yourself. It's the other. It's the one that we used to always play at Wings in Berea.
Oh, The Real Slim Shady?
No.
Guilty
That's a
Conscious?
good one. That's a good
Totally
one.
drawing a blank on the fucking name of it. Anyway,
The
move
one
on.
with Rihanna?
We'll come back to it. The one with Rihanna is good. Monster, the one.
Love the way you lie.
You're talking
oh,
to me
yeah.
about a bar.
I am,
would
whatever
drink
you
at
say I
underage
am.
In 2003.
Yeah.
I don't recall.
Oh, okay. We'll come back to that.
I did bang the DJ there once. She had a mushroom head tattoo above her private areas.
Wow.
Okay.
Sounds like she could work at
Two
Tequila
mushroom heads
Jack's.
right by our private area.
Patreon exclusive.
Behind the paywall.
She should be working at Music Links Tequila
Name was
Jack's.
Sarah. That's all I know about her.
Well, this sounds like you know a little bit more about her, but this is on the music deal. Will Duke be spearheading a Kickstarter to get Cool Mo D to pick up the mic and record new music anytime soon?
Oh my God, I would love that. Cool
From
Mo
the
D
Mystery
is
Men on Twitter.
How much of your net worth would you throw down on that?
on a Kumo D 2020 album. Depending upon his collaborations, because those are the big deals now.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe 5,000-10,000. I'll give him.
Oh, I thought you
wow.
go 6 figs.
No, I can't kick it all the way for.
What if you were like the sole like producer?
Oh, if I was
and
the sole.
profiteer?
If I was making the money off of it, yeah, that'd be a different.
We're saying you fund the whole operation for our new album.
Oh man.
I mean, of course he's going to catch some, get some points off.
Yeah.
Of it, but you are you're the record company, Duke Records.
Yeah, we could probably go 100.
You go 100 on
Yeah,
it.
we'll go 100.
Wow.
For those listening, that shows that the
Let's
Duke
get 'em.
has 100 in the bank at least.
Yeah. Minimal. You got a Patreon question?
Yes, I do. This one is from Kim Babo.
I know her.
Probably been done, but I always wonder: favorite match, favorite opponent, and randomly, what is your best San Diego Comic-Con experience? So that's a 3-parter.
Wow. Okay. Let's see. Favorite match for me, obviously, would be the Jock match at Absolution 7, because that was just
Bull Rope.
Yeah, that was just
Available
a perfect storm of goodness.
Available on YouTube for free for all you listening.
There you go.
Favorite opponent? We had this conversation a while ago, and while you would think it would be Jock just because of all the stuff that we've done together, and we did work very well together, I always thought I worked very well with Arrow.
Arrow. Okay, that's a deep cut.
Yeah, the old Mega guy,
Did some
and
AIW.
AIW guy for a little bit at the beginning, and it seemed like every time we had a show, he and I, it would just like to get us on the show, we'd wrestle each other, and we also wrestled at the first He Who Will Not Be Named tournament, and I thought that we just worked well together for some reason. I don't know why that is, but I always liked working him. Man, favorite Comic-Con story. Whew.
Or experience. Anything,
experience.
Anything you saw there?
I did meet Tom Kenny in the
I was going to say, I think you...
in the lobby, or not in the lobby, but in the exposition center. It was close to the top of the hour, so there's a lot of people walking around, panels going in and out and stuff. And I did meet or say hi to at least the voice of SpongeBob in the hallway, Tom Kenny. So that was
And you
cool.
really liked the Godzilla setup. You told me that specifically.
Yeah, I was disappointed that you couldn't buy that poster. But yeah, they had like and I said 7 foot tall, and I
looked it up.
clearly was wrong. It was probably 13 or 14 feet
I looked
tall.
it up for you. I tried to find it. I did a deep dive research for you to try to find it.
Yeah,
for
but
you.
it was cool. It was like it was a whole big thing of all the different monsters that are in the universe, and they were all on one big poster because it was a big Godzilla anniversary thing they had going, but you couldn't buy it, which was disappointing.
Here's a nice one from
Get that out of here.
from Crowleyhead on Twitter. No jokes meant. How's the Duke's health been after the virus, given the scare he had around this time last year?
Well,
You just did it like a Road Warrior Hawk there. Well,
I haven't been to the doctor since, so I don't know. I mean, I feel all right. I am nervous because let's see. Last year around this time is when I got the sinus infection when I was in Vegas, or before I went to Vegas, and then I got the issue started in November of last year. So I'm a little nervous to see if anything pops up. I did have a terrible ear infection in March that was could have been an offshoot of that. I don't know. But as far as I know, everything's fine. So I should probably go to the doctor at some point and make sure.
That's fine.
It'll be fine.
my turn.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. This question is from Devin Miller. Listen to Pop Culture Pete. Is he excited for the new James Bond movie?
Of course I am. I'm excited for any James Bond movie. I'm a little wary of the transition between, because I know there's a female involved, and I know
I read today that Tom Hardy has signed on to be the new James Bond. That's the big rumor today.
Well, that's why I'm curious as to how they're going to do this, because I know it's the girl from. Oh shoot! It's a black girl. She was in a very powerful role in a like ass kicker type role in another movie, and I'm drawing a blank on what it was, but she is supposed to be the new 007, I think, or there's something where he has to go find her, or she has to go find him, or I'm not sure exactly what the plot is. So because 007 isn't James Bond, it's just a code, and when somebody dies, they give somebody else the code. So that's why they're going with that. And I haven't heard anything about the Tom Hardy thing about being.
I saw that's
James
going
Bond.
around today, actually.
That would be interesting. So, like I said, it'll be curious how they work that whole dynamic of Bond versus 007. So I'm curious to see how they do that. Plus, I think Daniel Craig is an amazing James Bond, so it'll be good.
That's going to be his last one, right?
Yeah. So is he gonna die? No, they'll just replace him. They never died in any other ones.
Yeah,
just replace
I don't know a lot about James Bond. But what I do know is it just keeps going. The story just never stops. It's just always a new person playing him, but the story continues.
It's like Batman.
Is it Lashana Lynch?
Yeah, and I can't remember. I can't remember what other movie she.
You don't
was
even
in,
have a
but
microphone.
She was in a couple years ago. She was in another movie, and that's kind of where she made her name.
Made her bones.
Yeah.
Are they all in the same like continuity, or no?
No, they do change it up a little bit.
Okay.
She was in. She was just in Captain Marvel.
That was it. She's Captain Marvel's friend.
Yeah,
that was it. Yeah.
All right.
Duke, what do you think about Keaton coming back as Batman?
I think it's fucking awesome. I think it's the coolest thing I've ever heard.
You're not into Ben Affleck Batman?
I'm not. I'm more into Michael Keaton Batman.
Nice. All right.
So
That's that's a Batman I know. Like, that's who I associate as Batman.
yeah, he's amazing at it, and so it's
He only did it, what, twice?
twice. Yeah.
Mine's George Clooney for some reason. I don't know what happened there.
Because you're just a special guy, Wes.
From Real Al Hammer on Twitter, favorite era of Cleveland independent wrestling you've been involved in?
Oh, geez. How many are there?
I mean,
Yeah,
I was not aware of, and I think I've said this before, I was not aware of the fact that independent wrestling was a thing. Like, I had no idea that it was, like, when I got into wrestling in
Late 80s?
82, 83,
Early 80s?
something like that. Huh?
Is that when he
He's
broke
saying
in the
as a-
backyard? I know.
No, as a fan when I was a kid, and
You're 97
like I
years
didn't
old.
know that, and maybe it wasn't. I knew that there was something, but I didn't know that, like, when I was in college, I didn't know that I could have gone to JT Lightning's wrestling school and become I had no idea. I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know they had shows all the time.
I think it was a little harder to come by back then.
yeah.
Because of the social media and stuff, and the didn't
Internet.
exist. The internet didn't exist. But when I found out, because all these other guys are like, oh yeah, I went to this show and I saw this guy and I did. I'm like, wait, you went to a show at your high school? And they what? Huh? Like, I had no idea that it was independent wrestling was a thing.
Crazy.
Yeah. So this would be my favorite.
Well, I think they're saying, like, there's been, at this point, you've been around it for 20 years.
Yeah.
Like, what is your favorite incarnation?
I mean,
Is there like a 5-year period or something that you really
no, I
enjoyed?
think right now it's pretty cool. I mean, I'm not as active wrestling wise as I used to be, but I think we put on great shows. We have a good fan base. It's fun. We get random people to come in that I can do one-offs with that are fucking awesome, that I
Yeah.
can tell myself, holy shit, I got put in $1 Million Dream by Ted DiBiase, or
Right.
Terry Funk beat the shit out of me, or something
Or
like that.
Steamboat.
You text your fucking real life friends?
Yeah, I do. I texted them all. The DiBiase thing, they were texting me before I went, like 20 minutes before I went out there. I'm like, hold on, I got to go out and get $1 Million Dream by Ted DiBiase. And they're like, what? I'm like, yeah, it's pretty cool.
Ricky Steamboat took you out.
Yeah, I mean, all that shit is just amazing. So
Does
yeah,
that get you over in the real life circles?
you wouldn't think it doesn't as much as it should. I would think, but yeah.
You got more Patreon questions?
Got that in your
I got
Tinder
a
bio?
slew of Facebook ones here.
No, I don't have it in my Twitter bio.
No. Just be pics you getting smoked by
List too
legends.
long. List is way too long, Josh.
Another one from Devin Miller.
You a Hinger?
What's that?
You use Hinge? It's for old people.
I thought it was Hinder. Or
Hinge. It's for old people.
For old
Hinge?
people, no.
Yeah.
Hinder's the band, dude.
Oh, no. There's like Tinder for like, people my age. Duke, you
Oh,
probably
there's
be
a
on
thing.
Hinge.
Oh no, I don't. But I'll look into
It's
it.
a dating
Yeah.
app, I guess.
What do you do? Go to early dinner and then
I don't
go to
know.
bingo or something?
I don't
use it for.
I think
used
it's
to use it for.
I think it's for all
older women.
ages. I've heard of
Not older, but like like in their 30s plus. That's like old to me. I'm fucking 22. You know what I mean?
Still not ready for TV.
Everybody who's told me about Hinge is in their
Yeah.
20s, but
Okay.
anyway. Devin Miller
Reset.
says,
Devin Miller. Another one. When is the Duke gonna defend the boot?
The Duke defends the boot all over the world. The Duke defends the boot all over the world. Just because
Got
you
that
don't
question,
see
too.
it happen doesn't mean it's not happening. So let's just put a stop to that right now. Things happen all the time that you don't see. Were you there on the moon when they landed on the moon? No, but they were there. So
It didn't happen.
we never went to the moon.
there's dinosaurs. Nobody saw the dinosaurs, but there's fossils.
Good point.
So
Good
just because
point.
you don't see it happen doesn't mean it's not happening. And I will say, I missed it last week, but we're now on roughly 1,010 days as Haas Division champion.
Did I beat you?
No.
For it? It wasn't on the line for it?
You don't qualify.
What do you mean?
you're not a Haas.
I'm a freaking Haas.
You are not a Haas.
Come on. Yeah.
Whatever.
Specifically,
Patreon, let them know.
from Facebook, it was asked when you're going to defend the boot against Chuck Stone.
Chuck Stone has to go through the proper channels. I'm not just handing stuff out here. I'm not Chuck Stone's United, Make a Wish Foundation or whatever. Chuck Stone wants to have a match. He can go through the proper channels.
There it is.
He can climb the ladder and earn his spot.
Chuck Stone and Artie Mack.
Wow.
Artie Mack's not a Haas.
You can take them both out.
You don't think Artie Mack's a hoss?
Artie Mack wants to be a Haas, but he's
Put the
not.
country on his back.
Yeah, he's been slimming up,
He
actually.
put the country on his back.
Yeah, that guy fucking fought for our freedom.
Yeah.
Well, thanks.
They got the movie about him.
Get in line.
World War One.
Sniper.
American Sniper
Was he
is
Captain
about Artie
America?
Mack.
Did they freeze him for 70 years? and then he-
American Sniper is about Artie Mack.
Whatever.
All right.
They got fucking Bradley Cooper to play him.
Oh, he played Artie Mack.
He played Artie Mack.
Okay. You could go into wrestling. Yeah.
That's about Arthur
You got a bad.
MacArthur. Arthur MacArthur is the American Sniper.
He got a bad concussion. That's why he thinks he's from the 30s.
Question from
Moving on.
Derek is we
Got Osama bin Laden.
He did
Arthur MacArthur.
The only reason he got because he bored him to death with his terrible gimmick. That's the only reason he would have got Osama bin Laden.
Arthur MacArthur got him.
the American Sniper didn't even get
Arthur MacArthur got Osama bin Laden.
Because I cut the movie off, Steve.
two different people.
That's part 2, American Sniper 2.
He got him.
Yeah, then you see that bad injury. that
Artie's
bad-
gonna get you. American Sniper 2.
One, two, Artie's coming for you.
American Sniper 2. Artie's gonna get you.
He got that. He got that bad head
Is it get
injury.
ya or get you?
Get you.
Get you? Okay. Get ya.
Get
American
like,
Sniper 2. Artie's gonna get you.
Okay.
like GIT, like gonna get you, sucker.
No, not that. No. Jim Brown classic.
Good movie, by the way. Yes.
Where is your "You Got Mail" singlet, and will it ever be framed in a shadow box in the AIW Hall of Fame? And also, when are we getting Alpha Beta Duke AIW vintage shirts?
Okay.
Comes from Derek direction.
Second part first.
Yes, that's correct.
I brought the old shirt to a show and I gave it to him, or I was going to give it to him, and he said, "Don't give it to me yet. I got it, whatever." And he never asked me for it again. So I had it ready for him to give him, so he could have given it to Eric and made prints or whatever. The first part of that question is that singlet is still in my gear bag. It has a rip in it from Traxler's ring. I caught a nail as I was tumbling out of a battle royal and ripped it. Fucking Traxler. And
Sounds like a safe ring with a nail sticking out of it.
yeah, it was on the apron.
Hope you got a tetanus shot.
Hardest
And-
part of the ring.
Yeah.
Most dangerous part of the
And
ring. No shit.
maybe it
There's
wasn't a nail. I caught something. I threw him under the bus completely. I caught something, and I ripped it. I'm still holding on to it in the event that I may get it repaired so I can wear it one last time. And,
One last run?
and then
One
put it
last
away.
ride.
Yeah.
You ride off in the fucking to Metallica
Yeah.
out your fucking Dodge Charger.
No, I'll just get a bike or something like that and give the Undertaker
Bicycle?
fist. on a bike.
Sold on that.
Not a motorcycle, an actual bike.
Bicycle, yeah.
Yeah.
Like a mountain bike, like a
Yeah, I'll ride up the ramp with the fist up. Yeah.
like a Huffy.
Yeah.
He's got a little. He's got a little bell. Bing, ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, with a basket on it to hold on.
Yeah.
To hold my boot that I won't lose until I retire.
Okay. Here's one from Patreon, the Patreon thread. Jeff Berger. Who is the stiffest or is the most stiff wrestler you've ever been in the ring with?
John Thorne.
Yeah, by far. Not even close. Not as because I had to think about that for a second, and I forgot about Thorne probably because I was knocked out during the match and I don't really remember it. But yeah, he
Fucking fired up.
he took all kinds of liberties with me.
I was hitting those fucking bands back in the back, getting ready for it.
Yeah, because you didn't think it was going to work, and I told you it was going to work, and you were all fired up, and you took your glasses off as if that's an excuse, and you clotheslined me in the jaw, and it was very unprofessional.
Someone gave me a shot of test right before I went to the fucking
It's very
real amped up.
it's highly unprofessional.
My goodness.
As the professional that I am, I managed to continue with the match and get us to where we needed to be. But that's definitely Thorne.
I'll take it.
Millard Fillmore on Facebook wants to know.
Wait, Miller Fillmore, wait, Van Buren, is James K. Polk gonna show up in one of these podcasts today?
Why do you wear bootcut jeans?
I've worn them on occasion. I haven't worn them in a long time.
What's your jean brand? Levi's?
Yeah, of course, Levi's. I'm an American.
I go with Lee Extreme Motions.
All right.
Shooters actually turned me on to these,
Stretch fit.
stretch fits.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I like the stretch
That means
fit.
you're good to fight.
Life-changing.
Well, you're bulking
good to
up.
go.
so you-
Life-changing.
you're
You're good
bulking
to
up a little
go.
bit.
They're comfortable. You can move around a little bit more.
Throw that big boot.
Yeah.
You got more Patrons or you got?
This one is from Jamie O'Brien. When were you most legitimately angry with the fans or one specific fan at an AIW show?
Jeez.
I think that was supposed to go towards someone in particular.
No, I mean, I'm always angry with the fans. I'm angry with the fans when they don't change it up. When it's always like the same stuff, and it's just like, and of course I have a microphone or I'm in front of a camera, so I can't say what I want to say, but they can say anything that they want to say, and it's just like, guys, just mix it up a little bit, be creative, be whatever, because then I can work off of it and whatever else. But it's just like some of the shit is just repetitive and boring, and it's just like, all right, man, you gotta.
Sometimes you're having a bad day, huh?
Sometimes, yeah, that too. But it's like you got to get a new fucking shtick, And it's just like, come on, guys. But I mean, I think the only time I ever got mad, and I don't even know if this would even be mad. I was shocked and disappointed when the one fan told me that he hoped I died on the way home from Akron after the show. So the show had been
Some good heat, Duke.
The show had been over with, and I was just like, really?
That's good heat.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, but
I got my fucking car keyed up outside of the fucking Ridge Park Plaza, and I knew, damn.
you really?
I said, damn, me and Wes must be doing something right.
damn.
Do you know who the fan was? You don't
No,
want to say.
I don't.
All right. Which smells better?
Wow.
A fresh, crisp banknote or a fine cigar from Thomas Fisk?
I don't smoke, so I'm gonna have to go with
snort?
banknote. No, I don't party.
Ripping rails.
I don't party, Josh.
Dude, where are you going? Brandywine this weekend? They got the best rails.
Yeah, we're gonna party.
Duke only French is on the rails. Doesn't rip them.
I would have to go with definitely those. When you go to the bank before you go to Vegas, and you make them go to the vault, and they got to get the hundreds out of the vault, and they're all like brand new and crisp and stuff like that. Yeah, I like that.
Those are your favorite snorters?
Yeah, they roll up real nice.
Good thing this is behind the paywall.
Allegedly.
This one is
Wolf of
from
Ontario
The
Street.
Masked Fish.
All right.
As a manager specifically, who is the favorite talent you got to work with?
Eddie. That's really not even up for debate. I mean, because he was fun because he would get good reaction. I would get good reaction with him. We could both whenever we did promos together, I thought it was fun because we could work off each other because he's so good at it. I mean, and I learned a lot from him and BJ too. I mean, those two were probably just because they were so much elevated before they started working with me, and I had a chance to work with them. So
Had a little spill.
Thorne's got a
on my
drinking
couch,
problem
dude.
apparently.
Not
But
John
I think
Michael, huh?
I think that's probably those two. I mean, I like working with the kids. I like working with the kids because they're young and they want to do well and they want to get over and they want to show out and everything else. But those two guys probably were probably the most fun.
This is from Dan. I don't know how to say his last name. Giersick?
G.
Yeah, Dan G. Speaking of people you work with, why haven't your boys won the titles yet?
Okay, well, he's gonna have to be more specific because they just win a title over the weekend. So,
I think he means the AIW.
yeah, I think he means the AIW titles. And again, you'd have to talk to Thorne about that because I don't book stuff. All they've done is beat everybody that's been put in front of them.
Well, they
Shooters. Yeah.
They did not.
Well, you haven't been put in front of us yet.
They did not beat the tag team champions when they were.
Well, you know what, Duke? How about they?
yeah,
Hey,
I mean,
Duke. You know what
okay.
they can do? How about they go climb the ranks and maybe one day they can get a match with the Shooters?
I just remember Duke dropped you on your head.
You know what? I forgot. And you know what else I heard,
That's
Duke?
right, we did-
I heard.
we did beat you guys
I heard.
once. Yeah, maybe not in quote unquote AIW.
You know what I heard
but-
allegedly, Duke? That you were ordering blow darts to shoot at me at my match at UXWA. Can you attest to this?
I don't know
That
what
you were planning on coming out and spoking me with a blow dart filled
don't
with
even know
poison?
what you're talking about.
Toxic poison? Because you know you got a couple.
I
Yeah,
will say
because you
this
got a
about-
couple receipts coming
I
from
will
that
say-
Duke
I will
driver,
say this
buddy.
about the Philly Marino match.
Yeah.
Hell on Earth. When I had just started to come down with my illness.
Oh, okay.
So
you weren't on your A game.
I was not. I was on like my E game. That
Wow.
day.
Empty?
Empty, yeah.
And so I'm not going to blame that, but I'm going to say that's a probable reason for why they didn't win that day.
Okay.
All right. This is the last one on the Patreon thread.
All right.
It's from Rob McPherson.
Don't know him.
Duke, what is your favorite Las Vegas casino?
Whew. Well, I haven't been in. I tend to go to one place and never leave, just because I don't like to walk around. I like to gamble. But I will say that I've been in Planet Hollywood. Planet Hollywood's pretty cool. I've been in the Cosmopolitan. The Cosmopolitan is very nice, very upscale-y type place. Mandalay Bay is really nice.
What's the one specifically you gamble in?
I usually stay at the Luxor, and so I just usually gamble there the whole time, because I have a host and she hooks me up and I get the most shit there. So, but it's next to the Mandalay Bay, so I could conceivably walk over there and check it out.
I like gambling in the Flamingo.
Is that the one with the animals in the thing? Like they have like the little
They just
next to Paris,
No.
or is that next to Paris? Right. My sister stays there, and when my nephew had his 21st
Flamingo's
birthday,
next to the link. Paris is a little further down.
well, it's across the bridge from the Bellagio.
It's next to Harris.
Yeah, it's across the bridge from Bellagio.
Yeah, it's like right across from Caesar's Palace.
Yeah, right.
Caesar's is cool to gamble and just say you gamble.
I've actually
in
never
Caesar's.
been in Caesars. I stayed at the Bellagio once and I hated it. I'll never stay there again. But I've actually never been in Caesars, and I probably should. But
When I go, I hit them all. Maybe I'll throw a bet down. Maybe it won't. Depend.
I just sit down. I get a drink and I just start playing. And next thing you know, it's 5 hours later.
I'm on the move.
No, I'm
when
not.
in Vegas.
I'm
on the
done.
move.
I'm locked in.
Do you ever watch the show Las Vegas?
Ironically enough, they've been running like all day marathons on some fucking channel. I've actually seen a couple of them.
Yeah. Were your hosts like that? Was it like that?
No. Well, I've
it's not
never.
like that?
I've only talked to her and emailed her. I've never actually physically met her.
No.
But I can pretty much guarantee she did not look like either of those two broads.
You ever,
on Las Vegas.
you ever pick up one of those cards as they're passing out on the strip?
No. I did see.
Where they give you one of these.
No. Once when I was leaving, I did see two guys and a hooker getting arrested because the other hooker that they bought robbed them, and so apparently the two guys tried to take it out on the other one that was still there. So they arrested the dudes for that, and then they arrested the hooker for being a hooker. And then he told me how to recognize a hooker in Vegas, the
Well, all right.
cab driver.
You ever get a hooker?
No. Hookers have the little.
What about an escort? Sorry.
No, the little like clutch purses.
Mm-hmm.
And if it only has like a phone and like a little bit of money and a phone and wipes and something else, then that means it's a hooker.
Well,
remember,
when are you looking in her little car?
Remember
I don't know, just what she's pulling it out. I don't
Remember
know.
when we trained and Handsome Frank Stiletto was the guest trainer and he said 3 things that will make you a man are you got to get into a fist fight, you got to be arrested, and you have to buy a hooker?
Yes.
I got 2 out of 3.
I guess I've only got 1 out of 3, so I guess I'm not a man yet.
Here we go. Everybody always wants to know about this. Alex Rose, Ole Rose. People
Rose,
like
legend.
him in the Discord. Do you think Nixon had run its course or could have gone longer? And second question, any chance of an Alpha Beta Duke comeback?
Oh. Wow. Let's see. First question, no, I didn't think it had run its course, but unfortunately, the majority of the people involved in it felt that it did, and they stopped caring, and so it had to go away.
All right.
Because for whatever reason. I don't know why. I don't know if, I mean, with the people that were in it, the one person that was in it, he tends to be a little...
Flaky?
Yeah, maybe that's a good word. So he likes something and he doesn't like something, and then he likes something and doesn't like it. So, and it kind of permeated through the other pieces.
What's his name start with, an R?
Maybe.
C.
But the second question, it would have to be all new
Middle
people.
initial S?
I don't know. It'd have to be all new people, because the other 2 that were in it ain't coming back. So
Can have faith in him?
what's that?
No faith in him?
Oh no! I mean, it's,
No, it's so,
I'm not booking them.
it's about Alpha Beta Duke now.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah.
He was talking about...
Oh no! Oh, I
Yeah.
see. I see
Yeah.
what he's doing there.
See what he did there? Yeah.
No, it's So yeah, in order to have Alpha Beta Duke come back, it would have to be a completely new group. I mean, theoretically, we could do it with Mikey and Eric, but they've got their own thing going on. So
All right. Romaine Addard, I guess, on AW's Facebook. Your side of the John Thorne versus Mr. Rotten feud.
oh,
Which one, Ian or John?
John. You know, it's pretty much. I think most of what Thorne says is fairly accurate. I don't know all the details because that was on purpose. Like, I never wanted to really get involved in like why things were the way they were, because the less I knew, the better.
All right.
And so it was just like, just keep me out of it. I just want to wrestle. I just want to have fun. I just want to, do my thing. And but from what I gather from the historical and historical issues and being in the moment, when it was happening, I think it's pretty accurate. I think it's just probably a situation where 2 people probably know the story, but one of them's going to look at it one way and one's going to look at it the other way. The story may be exactly the same, but it's going to be, well, he did this because of this, and then the other one will be, well, no, really, he did this because of this, and so they'll never agree on what started it, never agree on what ended it, yada yada yada. But I think the overall story itself is pretty accurate.
And he's never been seen since 2005.
Well, yeah, he went to Florida and got married, I think, or something. And
Final question from Facebook, Absolute Intense Wrestling top fan, Vic Miller.
oh,
Top fan of AIW. From a couple comments, it appears not of you. When is your retirement?
that's a fair question. I don't know. I've had thoughts in my head. I've had other stuff about how I necessarily want to do it and when I should do it and whatever else. And it's not especially physically demanding right now, so on that level, I don't know.
All right.
I mean, I don't wrestle. I wrestle once every couple of months or whatever else, and it'd be nice to have like I said, maybe with that old singlet, maybe get that up and have one final blowout, with the old, blast from the past type thing. Philly keeps saying he wants to wrestle the email, so I don't know, if we should do that. But yeah, I mean, it's sooner rather than later. So
Okay.
I guess
What else are you gonna do?
I guess he's got nothing to worry about.
What else are you gonna do with your free
Well, I
time?
mean,
Gamble?
I just won't be on the shows.
Don't even fucking explore Las Vegas.
No, I win money. That's what I do.
You got it.
While you're walking around, that's money. That's money time.
You got 25 more years left in you.
That's a good run. Hell of a run.
I mean, you talk about managers, whatever else. We'll see what happens. How long you can go. But I mean, how long are we going to be around? Is he going to want to be doing this when he's
Forever.
45 years old? He's going to want to be promoting shows. I have
Sure.
no idea.
I don't know. Probably though.
So yeah, who knows?
These guys keep me young.
Yeah.
There
All right,
you go.
Duke. You got to pick one.
Okay.
J. Mikey or Malibu? And why do you pick that one over the other?
That's a tough one.
Malibu.
Oh.
And why?
Because what'd you say?
I said same.
Because Eric listens a little bit better, and Eric's a little more laid back, and Eric's a little calmer.
Yeah, Eric is just he's a
good kid.
he's a good guy.
Yeah. Mikey's a good compliment to Eric because they compliment each other well.
Not a good guy.
Mikey, I think, has learned a little bit. Maybe.
Mikey's growing up. I will
Yeah,
say Mikey finally seems to be getting it.
The putting Big Hog on the back of his softball jersey is a step back or two, but
Just let everyone know. I guess.
I guess other than that, but that's kind of what got him in
It's a
trouble in the
ballsy
first
move.
place.
Keep that hog zipped up.
Did you Did you appreciate the softball jerseys?
Yeah, apparently I got one on the way. So yeah, so we'll see how that goes.
Nice.
Yeah,
Very good.
not cheap.
No.
Yeah, not
They're
cheap
not.
at all, from what I understand.
Well, we're all out of questions. That's that wraps up.
Any final response to this?
I'm answering questions. If you guys don't have any more questions, Dan, you got anything? So just sitting here quietly with your hoodie on. You good? All right.
But it's cold.
Well, I don't. I'm just asking if you had any questions.
That's it on the Ask Duke Anything. I don't want to call it the ADA because
That's all right.
but yeah, I guess that's
I
it.
think this was fun.
This was a
I
good
mean,
time.
I'm always up to answer questions, and I'll answer them honestly. I'll tell you what I think. I'll tell you what I know. I'll tell you, anything I can. If it helps you, fills in the gaps, awesome. But if that's all you got, then yeah, sure. But if anybody got anything else, I'll take them. But if not, see you next time.
See you next time on Ask Duke
ya.
Anything.